What's up, DFS players? We are going through the best PrizePicks player props for tonight. So the best PrizePicks player props. So as a quick recap of how PrizePicks works, right? Any two picks you select, it doesn't matter. You'll notice the payout doesn't change. Overs, unders, doesn't matter if you switch picks. You're always getting 20 to win 60. So 20 to win 40 in profit plus your $20 stake back. So essentially, PrizePicks is a platform where any two-pick entry is just a parlay with plus 200 odds. It is a fixed odds parlay platform. That is exactly what PrizePicks is. So if we take a look at a parlay calculator, we've gone through this math a few times, but because any two-pick entry just comes out to plus 200 odds, 20 to win 40 in profit, the implied price that you are getting on all of your player props on PrizePicks is minus 137, right? If you had a two-leg parlay on any sportsbook and it came out to minus 137 on each leg, your parlay would be plus 200 odds, right? As you can see right here, any two-leg parlay minus 137 is just going to be plus 200 odds. So we've gone through this math a bunch of times, but essentially the break-even win probability on PrizePicks is 57.74%, right? If you're hitting your props over 57.74% of the time, you're going to be profitable. If you're hitting your props 50% of the time, lower than 57.74% of the time, you're going to be super unprofitable. So as a sports bettor, as a DFS player, right, we're always looking for value on PrizePicks. So the first pick I ended up locking in, we can see right here, is Patrick Corbin over 4.5 strikeouts. So I'm comparing the implied prices on PrizePicks to those on the sportsbooks, right? So you can see FanDuel is currently setting this at minus 188 for Corbin over 4.5 strikeouts. So we're able to get pretty good value, right, at minus 137 implied odds on PrizePicks, right? FanDuel's giving us minus 188. And even though on PrizePicks, we can't just place, we can't just go to Corbin and bet on him over 4.5 strikeouts. You need at least two picks in your entry. You have to place a parlay on PrizePicks. We're getting the implied odds of minus 137. So when sportsbooks are setting the line at minus 188, that seems pretty good. So that's the first pick I have. Now the next pick I have is just from the OddsJam middle betting tool, right? So if you're not aware what OddsJam is, it's just sports betting software. There's no BS, there's no fluff. It's just constantly scanning all of the lines on PrizePicks, FanDuel, all the sports books to try to show you line discrepancies. Data-driven bets show you where the value is as a sports bettor, as a DFS player. So for example, what the middle tool shows you, one of the many betting tools on OddsJam, is it will show you, and you can kind of learn more about it if you hit this little help button, is it will show you where the sportsbooks are setting different lines from one another. So you can imagine maybe one sportsbook has the line set at over under 208 points for an NBA game. Another sportsbook has it over under 211 points. So that's a big line discrepancy, right? So here we can see FanDuel is setting Kershaw's over 6.5 strikeout line at plus 140. Right? PrizePicks is setting the under 7 at the implied price of minus 137, right? So there's a huge difference, as you can see, between where FanDuel's setting the line, right? FanDuel has over 5.5 strikeouts at minus 148, so it's juiced towards the over, but FanDuel's strikeout line for Kershaw is literally 1.5 strikeouts lower. Like if we go to the Dodgers game, you can see they have this alternate strikeouts thing. So you can bet on Kershaw 3+ strikeouts to 10+ strikeouts. But FanDuel's mainline strikeout market is set at over under 5.5, granted, juiced towards the over, whereas PrizePicks is setting the line at, 7. So clearly, we want to go with under 7 on PrizePicks, right? You want to go with under 7. When sportsbooks are setting the line at over under 5.5, and online sportsbooks are sharper, more efficient betting markets. They take more action. I mean, FanDuel, right, they vary prices depending on if you select the over or the under. PrizePicks doesn't even do that. It's just a fixed payout parlay platform. So we can see over 5.5 strikeouts is minus 148 on, FanDuel. They have the over 6.5 at plus 140. and we're able to get under 7 at minus 137 on PrizePicks. So the middle tool just, again, shows you where sportsbooks have lines set at different levels. So the fact that, FanDuel setting the line at 5.5 and the over 6.5 at plus 140, we're able to get under 7 at minus 137 on PrizePicks, right? That should seem like incredible value. So I went ahead, I locked it in for $250. It's a 2-pick power play, 250 to win 750. Again, that's not 250 to win $750 in profit, right? It's 250 to win 500 in profit, which is just, plus 200 odds. So using data, right? Using data, no BS, just using real-time market data to try to find value in the odds. That's what we're doing on PrizePicks. And then again, also, we said this a few times, but if you want to download, the free OddsJam mobile app, it's a pretty cool tool, just for looking at historical data in sports betting, right? Anything you want to bet on, you can look at trends, stuff like that. Obviously, I'm a big believer in real-time market data since every game is different and the betting market encompasses all information available in the market. But still, this is a useful tool to kind of sanity check. So for example, a bet we went through earlier was Jose over 3.5 strikeouts. We got that plus 100 on Caesars. You can see this has hit 12 out of 17 games and it was positive EV, right? It was from the positive EV tool, which makes me feel pretty good about the bet, right? So anyways, locked it in, 2-pick entry for today. Let's make money.